into week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
This taken in at the goal line and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tannehill. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Henry is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazan to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular. Able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
2nd and 10. Henry running right. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. He completes it to Wilson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry for Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. He completes it to Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This will be caught at about the 6. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
What was that, man?
Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. To Michelle on the screen. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Dillon.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the... football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give. This is Michelle. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 48 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats.
Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense set to go again.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a... Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Snags it for the pick. But he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on... Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Hancock. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw.
Over the middle, caught by Mims.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to throw here. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Denzel Mims.
There to make the grab, and the Titans have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Now Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Frank Darby, the intended receiver.
3rd down here. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled it for just a short gain.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught by Mims.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, Trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They'll try to run it in. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
He's going to air one out, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
On 3rd down, Hancock. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rosa's kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones, complete. Smith has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. But he's got Smith here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
From the 45 on second down, Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return is Ferguson.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They're going to look to throw. On the move to his left. It's brought in by Wilson. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down, here's Williams. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know.